YouTube rail. We're at the HSI again, Horseshoe Southern Indiana. After working 7 50-hour weeks pretty much in a row, I decided that I needed to take that random Friday off. The wife's out of state for a couple of days and the girls are busy, so it's a little time for some me time, you know. And when I get me time, it turns out to be poker time, obviously. We're here today for Friday noon. It's a mandatory straddle tournament, so it could end up being some like big pots, I imagine. You know, double the big blind, whoever wins the pot. Double the big blind the next hand. We'll see how that turns out. And then tomorrow we're looking at the MSPT satellite for the $350 regional event coming up at the end of the month down at the Tropicana. You think I'd get tired of driving the hour and a half plus. You know, the volleyball tournaments for my daughter are here in Louisville. I don't know, I guess it's just the love. The drive doesn't get to me. I chill out and listen to music and ponder life. Let's get in there and dominate, you know? I'm tired of playing like a little bit. Number 7, there's 10 minutes till start time. If there's only 10 people, I already made it to the final table. I need a final table for a good momentum boost. It's break time. I'm down to 7K, which is going to be less than 10 big blinds. The mandatory straddle makes it pretty much a turbo, a very turbo, because the blinds are only 15 minutes. They're Wednesday night tourney, decent tourney, okay structure for the $80. Friday noon tourney, turbo, don't recommend it. You don't get a chance to make a mistake and then come back. I made a mistake with ace 7, I think it was, ace on the flop, and I thought a lady was going for a flush draw, but she had a higher kicker in the end. I chased it the whole way, called her down, I mean, and then there was hardly any fighting back from that. You know, I did double up king queen versus queen jack on a queen high flop, but then I punted it back away, being the straddler after that win, having the ace of diamonds on an all ace or an all diamond flop when no diamond came. Probably could have got away from not playing that crappy, but I like tournaments where you get a chance to get out of hand, get out of line, and play crappy. Out in a fairly crappy way, I think. King queen, like 0 big blinds. I had 5,900 and the straddle was 1,600 at that point, so the big blind did not see that I went all in, and he threw in the call for the straddle, the extra 800, and she said, whoa, he went all in, and he thought about folding, had his cards, he was getting ready to put them in the muck, but then he said, well, I'm already in for this many, and he threw in the rest to make the call. He had ace 4 off, and nothing came. Well, actually the flop was 8, 9, 10, so jack, king, or queen, I'd be golden, but it was deuce run out. I don't fault myself whenever I get into these crappy turbo tournaments, so there's not much I can do. I didn't get a chance to make any mistakes, and I made mistakes, just didn't get a chance to improve from them. Now my name's on the list for 1, 2. Let's go play some cash poker, you know, my bread and butter. Okay, everybody's like, bring back the graphics, bring back the graphics. I don't think anybody said that or cares, but a lot of standard hands this session. I just wanted to showcase this one where I took a different route. As always, I appreciate your guys' comments and thoughts. Let's check out the action. 6-7 of spades under the gun +1. Not the best holding by any means, but suited connectors, yeah, sometimes I like to see a flop with those. Under the gun limps. You know me, I follow suit. A couple of folds and middle position raises to $15. This is an older guy who was straddling every button for 6 and every cutoff for 6. He would raise uncontested pots where no one else has opened yet quite a bit. The small blind folds and the big blind calls 13. Under the gun calls 13. I say let's see a flop, call 13 more myself. And the flop comes 4-5 king rainbow. The big blind under the gun check. I also check. And middle position bets $35. Also something he was doing regularly. C-betting. At this point, I'm pretty much thinking I'm going to fold the hand. Until under the gun, who has less than 100 behind, goes to the tank here. And when he put in $35 to make the call, it intrigued me to where my open-ended straight draw, backdoor flush draw, all of a sudden seemed like a good idea to peel off another card. So I called the $35. The turn is a 4 of diamonds. Under the gun checks, and you guys know me, spazzing out, making weird random plays. For some reason here I decided to take hold of the action and bet out $50, a third of the pot. At this point the middle position raiser looks like he wants to fold, but decides to call the $50, and under the gun folds. The river's the 5 of hearts, giving me the board. I can't beat the board. I decide to see if the guy will fall for me having a 4 or a 5 or a bigger pair, maybe an ace. I was putting him on a king, so he would obviously be winning this hand unless he believes me having the 4 or 5 holding for the boat. I try to look confident and grab the stack on my left, which ends up being $70. I do that thing where you take it, cut the stack in half, take the top 2 chips, and drop. You know, it looks confident, it looks like you have it. So that'd be a stack of 30, and then $10 on top. And he looks kind of upset by that bet, doesn't like it, he folds. And I take down a pot that I probably shouldn't have won. Our ups and downs so far in the cash game, but right now I'm up about 300. But I have to run out to the dining area because my man Ray's has a chicken sandwich that he's about to let go to waste while him and his family go to the theater. And I'm not one to let food go to waste. Came through at the World Series of Poker last summer as well. He had leftover chicken and we were passing each other in the hallway and he tossed me a couple pieces. He's always my hookup for food. I would have videotaped with him, but he was talking to a guy and a lady, and he had his family up there. Don't pull out the vlogging camera whenever, or my iPhone, whenever, you know, the whole family's there. Let's get back to the action. Plus 425 in a little over 4 hours, maybe close to 4.5 hours. I'll have to check. Well, there's a first. I just got told to stop recording. She said you can turn it back on wherever I walk by, but she said I wasn't allowed to do that. That's weird. That's random. Little slap on the wrist. Plus 425 in just under 5 hours, and a chicken dinner for my man. I didn't donk out or play stupid, too out of line, too many times, maybe a handful. There was a couple of big bluffs that paid off. Most of it was a lot of value betting and really good reads when I did bluff. I'm gonna bring more of that more often. That's the plan, at least. Be a player, that's my signature backdrop. Now let's keep this momentum going tomorrow during the MSPT Satellite at the Trop. From the east side of the state to the west side of the state. Playing pokers. Game we all love. What's up, YouTube Rail? Just got home, long drive, hour and 45 minute, the usual, you know. Overall for the day, we booked a 335W in the positives. We like that. First good positive of 2017 minus the online. I'm about to jump right into it and start editing this footage. Not a whole lot else to do on a late Friday night when my beautiful wife and girls are gone. I'm hoping it's good content. I feel like this vlog probably sucked. Just been a rough week. It's maybe silly to some of you, but when my wife's been gone for 3+ days, it just sort of starts to really suck. And I really wanted to play poker. I really wanted to make this vlog, but it feels like I kind of forced it all, you know, because my heart is missing my wife. Want some of this sweet chicken? Want some of that? Is that good? See, I bring you home presents when I win sometimes, huh? Good girl.